Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and we are back with Football Manager 2021 and Hammer Time with West Ham United. We're playing the second leg against Nantes. As you can see, we drew at home, so we've still got a bit of work to do in this second leg. And we've come back for it because, there's a chance we could go out here, which I didn't think would happen. Nantes was a side that I think we were in for a good chance of going through with. So I thought we'd have this tie, but yeah, the home leg just wasn't too good. We drew 1-1. They got an away goal. So we need to beat them in France now to get through, really. It's going to be tough. Last episode, the Carabao Cup final ended in heartbreak as we lost 2-1 to Tottenham after extra time at Højbjerg with the winning goal for Spurs after we equalised to force extra time. Unfortunate not to win, but we move on. Hopefully everybody had a nice and relaxing and enjoyable Christmas. Let's see if we can get through to a quarter-final in the Europa League today. On top of the home leg against Nantes, we also played two Premier League games, the first of which was a 1-0 win at home against Leicester City. A pretty close match. And a match where Leicester, maybe could have got a draw, maybe deserved a draw because it was pretty tight. We got the only goal and it came from Declan Rice just after the hour. We just had a couple more shots on target on them, just a bit more creative. Leicester didn't really create anything massive in the game. So, yeah, we get the 3 points here. In the first leg against Nantes, it just wasn't a very good game. We could have got a win maybe, but Nantes with more possession than us. We just couldn't finish the chances off. We rotated a bit for this one and didn't really get it right. They did actually take the lead. Pedro scoring the away goal for Nantes to make it 1-0. We equalised on the hour and it was Allaire scoring that. So we at least drew. If we'd have lost, that would have made today much more difficult. But Nantes get a away goal. We now have to beat them in France or at least get a higher scoring draw than this. It's going to be a difficult one. The other Premier League game was a 3-1 victory at home against Sheffield United. Just much better than them, showed more quality than Sheffield United. XG was, much more in our favour. It was over 2. So yeah, better performance here. Did come at the cost of an injury though. Buendia is going to miss a few weeks with a calf injury, I think it is. So he's going to be unavailable today. But his replacement, Demarai Gray, did get a goal and that was on 42 minutes to give us a 1-0 lead. Allaire scored twice in the second half for our second and third goals. Sheffield United did go one back through Mousset, last season's golden boot winner of course. He's now won 15 this season, so having just as good a year. Not long after that though, they went down to 10 minutes and De Berg got a straight red card. So Sheffield United down to 10. And then Allaire went on to get his second goal in the game. So a comfortable performance at home against the Blades. So a quick look at the Premier League table. As you can see, we are falling behind that top 4 now. We do have a game in hand, but even if we win that, we would still be 13 points behind 4th place Man United. So it looks like the top 4 is going to be out of reach this season because that top 4 really is pulling away. We're just 4 points ahead of Spurs though, so let's try and stay in these European places. 5th place, of course, would get us a Europa League group stage, so we'll try and get into that. But let's see how we go. Today though, Europa League, we need to beat Nantes. In this second leg, we need to beat him really. Just a bit of transfer news which I didn't tell you about last time. Balotelli's left. He's barely, I don't think he played for us this season, but he's gone to Legia Warsaw, the 31-year-old, and we got a little bit of money for him, so I'm okay with that. He's got 3 goals in that 2020-21 season. He's got 1 already for Legia, so yeah, we've got a bit of money for him. He's off the wage bill. It wasn't earning that much, but it's just nice to get him some football really. Noble, I think, is 1 league appearance away or 2 league appearances away from extending his contract for another year. Fabianski, we can seemingly add another year onto his contract. He hasn't said he's been retiring, but every time we've tried to approach him to sign a new deal, he's not been interested and just wants a coaching role. Against Nantes, I think we're going to stay on attacking because I think we need to attack. We need goals. So with Buendia injured, we are going to start Demarai Gray on the right-hand side. The left, we are having some problems because Richarlison is just not doing well. Origi is not doing well either, really. So we're not getting a great deal from them. I just wonder if maybe we move Zinchenko up the pitch and we put Cresswell at left wing back because Zinchenko does seem to prefer playing further up the pitch and he scored from midfield in that cup final. So I think we're going to do that. Seeing as we aren't having any, real performers on this left, we're going to move Zinchenko up to be left winger. I think we'll go inverted winger. He is left-footed, but actually no, let's go advanced playmaker out wide. I very rarely use wide playmakers, but let's give it a go. We'll start with Cresswell. We'll put Bowen onto the bench. We also, last game, had to play Andre Gomez at right wing back because Ben Johnson's injured. Anderson also picked up a knock, so we had to have a makeshift right back in Andre Gomez. But Anderson's going to come back in today. I think Zinchenko inverted winger. I know he's not left. I know he's left-footed, so he should be a normal winger, but he seems to prefer inverted winger. Second leg against Nantes. We need to win in France. Pedro was the goal scorer in the first leg, 34. Moved on from Roma, of course, previously of Chelsea and Barcelona. But here we go. Second leg. We're attacking, so we need to try and get some goals here, outscore them. Throw in the opening minute for him here. Crespo wins the ball. Clears it forward, but not too far. Here's Augustin. And Coco. This may not be a very good chance here, but unfortunately, or fortunately for us, it's a poor finish there. Goal kick by Nantes, set up pitch. Cresswell doesn't win out with their header. And Coco has beaten the left wing back here. Puts a cross in there. And Fabianski did parry it away. It was, I don't know, it was almost known goal there, I think it said. Corner kick is headed away by Declan Rice. Well, we really haven't been at the races yet. We just had our first shot at goal. And Nantes are actually, you know, doing better than us. And I don't know why they're so low in the league table. Maybe they're putting their eggs in this Europa League basket. I don't know. We've had 3 yellows already as well. We're in the last 5 minutes of the first half. Long ball forward to Damari Gray, who scored against Sheffield United. Here's Souček to Rice. And Rice needs a bit of help here. He's got Cresswell in support. Looks and finds Cresswell. Rice gets it back from his English teammate. And is he going to go for goal? He is. And it was just off target. Last minutes of the first half. We do seem to be coming into the game a little bit more. But we've given possession away there. And it's Simon with the ball now. Manages to beat Javan Anderson. Goes for goal. Wasn't any real danger in that one. But half time 0-0. This isn't enough for us. And we haven't looked like scoring. 2 shots, but they haven't really mounted to anything, despite the fact that we're attacking. I'm going to point the finger and say, show me something else in the second half. Right, let's try Zinchenko as a normal winger, because he's left-footed. Aleo we haven't seen nearly enough from. Let's try and make him more supportive, bring him back into the middle a little bit, maybe. Should I have started Fornals? Possibly, because Noble, Fornals is better than Noble, definitely. Let's fire them up. And second half, let's see if we can get into this game. You know, we need a lead. At the moment, we're going out as it stands. So we need to be doing better than this. But we're not seeing nearly enough highlights here. Souček is getting tired. So we're going to bring on Fornals for him. Gray and Zinchenko aren't doing well. Let's bring off Gray for... Is Richarlison right or left-footed? Oh, he's either foot. Okay. Let's try Richarlison on the right-hand side. He usually plays on the left. Let's put him on the right. Can we get a goal in this game? We've got 20 minutes left. We're going very attacking because we're desperate in need of a goal at the moment. We're not going to get one as it stands. We haven't had a shot on target, and this is awful. I thought we were shooing favourites for this tie, and at the moment we're going out. We're going to get 2 strikers up there. Actually, do you know what? 3 strikers. Right, that's all 3 changes made. This is silly. 88th minute. We have the ball. Carlos Fernandez has got it. Cresswell. Diallo. Noble. Okay, we need to score a goal here. We've got 88 minutes on the clock. Anderson. Fernandez. Okay, we have. Right. We've left it very late. It's been very, very boring, but we have a lead in the tie. 88 minutes gone. Fernandez with his 11th of the season. Like, him and Haller have sort of both been pretty good this year, and they've both had their spells of bad form, which has seen them not starting. That's Fernandez's first goal for a while. We haven't Anderson with the assist. We have a lead, a slender one, but as it stands, we're going to be going through. Put Fernandez behind the 2. Just advanced playmaker on support. We're going to put Noble behind Fornals. Just do something like that. Just see if we can hold on. Girotto, sorry, not Grotto. Alez won the ball back from that throw-in. And May sent Richarlison on his way here, who could make it 2 deep into stoppage time, and he has. And that's 2-0, and that will now send us through to the quarterfinals. We already have our draw. I imagine we're going to be facing Man City unless they threw away their lead in the quarterfinals. So that's going to be a fun all-English quarterfinal. But Aller with the long ball forward to Richarlison, and Richarlison just with the goalkeeper to beat manages to squeeze it in off the post. 2-0, 3-1 in aggregate, and that's us through to the quarterfinals. With a bit of difficulty, but second leg we weren't much better, but we ended the game well. 2 goals in the dying minutes. We left it very, very late. But over the tie, we weren't particularly good. I'm going to say I'm not happy, because it wasn't particularly good. We left it way too late. So Man City... No, actually, Betis beat them. Betis beat them 2-0 at home. I didn't even know that. I've completely messed it up. I was thinking Man United because I think they were like 4-0 up, 5-0 up actually. But no, Man City lost in the first leg and they could only get a draw at the Etihad. So I believe we're taking on Real Betis in the quarterfinals, but they seem to be doing pretty well. So yeah, that's going to be tough. Youth Intake was in recently as well. A couple of players that look possibly good, but no 5-star potential players in there. So let's go into our under-18s and have a look at our new guys. John Durham was the player that had maybe the biggest potential. He's a left back. He's a realist and he's a promising fullback. His passing's good. He's got good technique, some decent mentals in there. Physically, he's not too bad. Pace and stamina, you know, they're 10, so that's, I guess, okay for a youngster. But some good mentals in there and, you know, decent passer of the ball. He's probably the guy with the biggest potential in this youth intake. Callum Murphy as well, 16-year-old defensive midfielder. Again, fairly professional, some decent mentals in there. So we are going to be playing Real Betis, or Real Hispalis, as the game calls them, in the Europa League quarterfinals. They knocked out Man City, though, so we can't be taking them too lightly. Manuel Pellegrini is in charge. They've got Claudio Bravo in goal. Also Nabil Fekir, the former Lyon man, who was linked with Liverpool for ages. So that is probably going to be a tough quarterfinal tie, but we will wait and see. They did draw the semi-finals as well, so let's go into the tree. And let's see who we could be getting at the semi-finals. If we get through Real Betis, it'll be either Sassuolo or Lyon. Man United take on Marseille in their quarter-final. And the winner of that will take on the winner of Benfica versus AC Milan. So I feel like we're in the... I don't want to say the weaker bracket, but I'm glad that we're not in the other bracket. You know, we've got a good chance of maybe getting to a semi-final, maybe going all the way. Who knows? Lyon are going to be tough. Sassuolo, I don't really know a great deal about. But Betis, on paper, I would have said that was a game that we could get through. But they beat Man City. So, who knows? So, I imagine we'll play those quarterfinals next time. Yeah, I think that is what we will do. We're going to focus on the Europa League until we go out. And then we'll play sort of any remaining league games that we have left. We'll do the same as we did against Leverkusen. We'll play both legs. So we'll have Man City, Middlesbrough and Reading to go through off camera, as well as that Brighton game between the two legs. And both Real Betis games will be on camera. So we're going to do both of those next time. And we'll stay with the Europa League until we go out, because it's our only chance of a trophy now this year. You know, we could have got the EFL Cup, but that didn't end our way. The FA Cup, we went out to Man United. So we're going to see how far we get in this Europa League, and then once that's done, we'll refocus on the Premier League, which with 9 games left, yeah, it's going to be hard to break into the top 4. I don't think it's going to be possible, but we'll try and get as many points as we can in our last 9 games. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications. Next time we will have the quarterfinals of the Europa League against Real Betis or Real Hispalis, depending on what you want to call them. And let's see how far we can get in this tournament. We've done well so far. Against Nantes, it was a bit of a stumbling block, and it was much tougher than I thought it was going to be, but we managed to get through with those 2 late goals. So we're through to the last 8 of the Europa League. So next time, we will play that quarterfinal. Now, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.